back here, this wire didn't used to be here, but it is now. This is where they actually, the ship, I guess, later put it in some kind of a pauper or something, but we used to actually have to bring our trash back here and to the fantail, and it's I guess you can get to it. And it would go over the side. They'd actually have to had a master at arms guy to work for NCIS or NIS as it was called back then. That guy would actually be here to inspect it all. Day or night, rain or shine. That's where we took all of the trash to go out. I wish I could find Scott. Maybe I could find a way to get around the ship a little bit more today. It smells really great. That's not where it used to be. And that up there was where they used to have the, I think they had one of the Rams up there, the rolling airframe missile. And pretty sure that's where the close-in weapon system used to be. But it's all kind of shut off. It smells really wonderful back there, and I thought it was a replication of the mess decks. I'm like, oh, it wasn't there. They used to be a back way to where the berthing was, and actually the mess decks themselves were not back here where the wonderful bread is. It was actually up here in front of, underneath this next deck up here. And they're obviously not going to let, Scott or anybody's not going to let me get anywhere near most of the ships today. I just want to come back here and see what they have. Maybe I can send some stuff in they want to put on sale. Yeah, that's actually pretty close. See what they cost compared to what they cost when I was here. $19. Yeah, pretty close. There were $3.50 in 1986 money. When I was first here, I bought this really cool Japanese model. You know, the kind you put glue together and paint. I'll definitely have to hit this up on the way out. I'm sorry, excuse me. One thing I know they would like to get from me is all the writing pads they used to sell here. There's a model. Definitely not the same one. Yeah, I did see that before though. Japan actually made one that had the modern flight deck. Modern by 86 standards anyway. Boy, back in the day, if you called something like that a restroom, you'd be hearing for it for months.
We can play as well.
They used to rig parachutes and stuff up in here. So it's like I said, I should have contacted Scott and maybe found a different day, but they're not going to let us anywhere near where we need to go today. But we're going to get up to the flight deck and try to finish this up with the film for the Navy up there. This is actually the aft end of the flight deck. What we used to have to do is back in the day was actually bring the trash all the way back through here. And there's this, I guess, an incinerator or a pulp room later on back there. But the the NIS people, the Master at Arms, would be there as you took the trash out to make sure you weren't throwing classified secrets away for all the trawlers and subs that were behind you. I think after a while the Russians got smart enough to figure it out, or the Soviets got smart enough to figure out, if you just go find a drunk cryptologic technician in a bar, it's a lot easier than sending a submarine out to chase trash. And none of this was here as far as the ADA stuff. There were lots of different ways to get up to the flight deck.
Hi.
These were the 12-man life raft here. And that actually looks pretty accurate. They're still in use in the Navy today. Sea markers, the very, very accurate flashlights, the water bottles, some chow down, first aid kit. That's actually, it says 25-man right. I can see it happen. God, I wish they let me through there. That camera was not here. Of course, neither was Person of Interest, the TV show, when I was on this ship. The CCOL's missing, but otherwise looks pretty accurate. Well, they used to do refueling from control from there. The only clowns that were on here when I was here was in the Chief's mess and some of the JOs. Whole lot of very good care for the ship. Now this is what they call the round down here. If the plane came in too low, it'd do a little deflection move. That's actually where they actually import our, used to have the collars, they say shift collars, and at sundown you'd have to come out here or sunrise at 8 o'clock in the morning, and actually that's where you put the flag. And actually that's a lot safer than the Peleliu was, because the Peleliu was actually right on the edge. But you can see they actually put the mast in there, and that was that. I'm really not wanting to find out what's down there. But I'm sure it's like the same thing I saw up in Malibu Beach. The crazies in their little protest. This is the Veterans Day Parade here. Down. 2 years on this ship, I've never ever been on it in the States, ever. That's an afterburner, for those of you who didn't know. AIM-9 missile. they did a really good job preserving the integrity of the flight deck. Now up here, the pad eyes are still here. The kind of the 5 you see is the spot for a helicopter to come in and land. I think there were 5 spots on here for helicopters. I know where 1, 2, and 3 are. Not sure. Not still sure about 4.
That wind tree gives them a
Well, they did get one aircraft out of here during my 2 years on this ship, and that's 602, the Hawkeye, E2 Hawkeye, out of VAW 115. And the flight of the Intruder, Day 6. That one was never on our ship, though, I don't think.
Do that?
I recognize the paint job. The SH3, I do recognize. Once again, HS4 was, I guess they were here at one time.